Hello? Ultimate Adventure Drivers Meeting. Drivers Meeting. Everybody this way. Okay, everybody, welcome to the 2012 Ultimate Adventure. I'm Rick Payway. I'm the editor of Peterson's Four Wheel and Off-Road magazine, and this is the Ultimate Adventure 2012. We're in Redmond, Oregon at the start of the Ultimate Adventure. We start here with a group of 52 people and 26 rigs. And we go out on a 1,000-mile road trip and off-road trip. We usually hit 5 off-road parks or wheeling areas in between this 1,000-mile road trip. We start at a hotel, but after that, it's camping. And that's rough camping. That's not water, that's not power. It's sitting in a tent while it's raining on the side of a creek bed. The idea is to live out of your vehicle rather than staying in a hotel, but we love it and that's why we do it. If we have a flat tire, we fix it. If we have a blown engine, we fix it. It's everything that you bring, no whining, that's the end of it. On this trip, you'll see a variety of things. You'll see some fairly easy wheeling, you'll see some hardcore wheeling, and you'll see a lot of road and beautiful scenery. One of the main things about Ultimate Adventure is that the guys don't know where we're going. I'm the only one. That way it's not a scripted cruise, but a true adventure. We have 6 readers with us this year that put in their application to our magazine, where we selected and vetted them to see if they were capable of handling this type of trip.
I'm Steve Carroll. This is my co-pilot, Caleb Black, and we're in the 2002 Chevy Trailblazer.
Hi, my name is Jody Ardrey. This is Joe Eves. We're from Atoka, Oklahoma. We're driving the 2005 Toyota Tacoma, one of 2 Toyotas on the 2012 UA, and the only Tacoma here.
Hi, my name's Jimmy Jack. This is my co-pilot, Dusty Dominici. We're just building a custom-built Jeep that's built as a TJ.
I'm Brad Dereker, and this is my co-driver and brother, Brandon Dereker. We'll be driving the 1996 Ford Ranger.
Hi, my name is Sebastián Varas, and he's my co-driver, Gonzalo Bravo. We are from Chile, and we are driving a 1942 Willys MB.
Hey, my name's Nick. This is my co-driver, Lance. We're here in an 85 Samurai, getting ready to do the Ultimate Adventure.
And then there's my cronies. These guys have been with me from the beginning. They know exactly what to do if anybody needs help and do everything from herding cats to fixing vehicles.
My name is Peyton Saraceno. I'm out of New York.
And I'm Clifton Slay, and I'm out of Colorado.
We're in my 89 Jeep Cherokee, and back again this year.
Hi, my name is Trent McGee, and this is my co-driver, Sam Gillis, and we are driving this year in my 97 TJ Buggy.
Hello, everyone. My name is Tim Hardy, and I'm here with my 1988 rough, kind of beat-up Samurai.
My name is David Chappelle. I came out of San Diego, California, and just built this 73 Toyota Hilux for the trip. And this has been the shakedown run, and looking forward to testing it out.
Hi, I'm Keith Bailey. I have an off-road shop in Fultondale, Alabama. This is my puppet, Tom Boyd. He's loud. He gets on everybody's nerves. When you give him a handheld radio, he'll run the batteries completely out of his and yours. You want to drive? You can't drive. I drive you. I'm driving an 07 diesel JK of Fred Williams. It's the ultimate adventure JK.
God, do it again!
And last but not least is Chris Durham in his 1949 Willys pickup. Our official sponsors, without whom our adventure could not exist. They're just as much the enthusiasts, and they provide the support and are always joining us on the adventure.
Hi, I'm Jim Rep, Ultimate Adventure 2012, and this is Tony Carvello, my co-driver from Mopar.
My name is Pat Maiwas, and this is Fred Perry, and we're the representatives for Warren Industries. We're driving a 2007 custom JK with a 5.7 Hemi in it.
Hi, my name is Stephen Watson from Off-Road Design. This is my dad, James Watson, who is also my partner at Off-Road Design. This is our UA truck. It's a 99 GMC 2500 that we've done a few things to.
I'm Luke Schumann, owner of Hazard Fabworks. This is Rocky Dorme, our head guy over there. We're the official fabricator of the 2012 Ultimate Adventure. That means we built the JK for Rick and Fred to drive. We're really excited to be here. We brought Rocky's 2000 Jeep Wrangler TJ out on the event. And like I said earlier, we're just excited to be here and looking forward to the week.
Woo! How's it going, guys? Carter and Steve from Zone Off-Road Products. We're the official suspension for the 2012 Ultimate Adventure. This is our rig, 1990 Jeep Comanche MJ.
I'm Tim Colty with Nitto Tire. We're the official tire of the 2012 Ultimate Adventure with my driver, Mel Wade, and we're driving the 2007 JK Project Vengeance.
Hi, I'm Cooper Rasmussen with Off-Road Power Products. We're here at the 2012 Ultimate Adventure for Peterson's 4-Wheel and Off-Road magazine. This is my co-driver, Jeff Garland from Bruiser Turbo Diesel. We're going to be driving a 2009 Jeep Wrangler JK Rubicon Unlimited with the Bruiser 4BT Cummins conversion in it. I don't know how to tell you this, but it's kind of a big deal. Can you get with that?
Hi, I'm Dave Schlossberg, and this is Mr. Rob Peterson. We're from Synergy Suspension out of San Luis Obispo, California, out at the Ultimate Adventure 2012, and we're pumped to be here.
Hi, I'm Tony Pellegrino from Gen Ride Off-Road, and this year my co-driver, Corey Osborne, we're driving my 1987 YJ Rock Stomper.
My name is Matt Kime. This is Farron Tidwell. We're with Bubba Rope. And this is our 1974 Chevy pickup.
All right, and it's 8 o'clock in the morning, gassed, ready to go. Thanks for everybody for coming. Anybody have any questions? Oh, who has my beer? Ah! Hey! Today we're going to go out to a place that probably no other wheelers have gone. It's a brand new area put out by the BLM, and we're going to be the first ones to give it a test and actually give feedback to the Bureau of Land Management so that they can make it even a better place.
Hi, my name is Graham Tiedemann. I'm here with the 4-Lock crew, and we're out here at Climb Buttes. We're really excited to show our new trail that we just established this year, so it'll be very fun and exciting to be out there. And so 4-Locked, what we do is we do a lot of trail building in the area. We do cleanups, work parties, anything to kind of build the sport around Central Oregon. We have quite a few different areas, and we try to get out every other week and work on our trails and help build for years to come. So we're up in the high desert. We're right about 3,200 feet, so it's very dry up here. There's going to be a lot of rock. We got some big rock formations, some canyon walls. It's going to be really beautiful scenery up there. There's a couple very tight spots, and we're going to see some very interesting driving styles, and but I think it's going to be very fun. There's going to be a lot of side hills, a lot of nice steep drop-offs. So there's going to be definitely some action, and we're excited to see what all these rigs can do.
So we're here at the Ultimate Adventure at our first obstacle on Klein Buttes. I just took this Jeep over this obstacle where you have to crawl up sideways and then slip over. And that's one thing I like about this Jeep. It has the new Pentastar engine. It's a V6 with a lot of power, and it's really responsive, and that's what's important when you're in this tight technical stuff. Last thing you want is an engine that can't pull, that doesn't have torque, or something that just poos out or goes too fast. This one is just right. Been having a good time with this.
Does it help that much when people are holding on to the strap?
Well, yeah, because when this is a short wheelbase rig. When you get into those pockets, plus with new tires, I got real low pressure, so they kind of fold over and the thing rocks. Basically gets unstable like it wants to roll. It's still pretty stable, but you get to that point where it unloads, and so the strap takes care of that little bit of unloading, and it holds you back. I probably could have done it without it, but this is wheeling for the week.
As of this point on day one, we have had no issues.
I would say that's because Steve is very, very efficient in the way he plans everything, lists, double checks, triple checks. He's very, very thorough in trying to make sure he's prepared for everything.
Steve Carroll blew his drive shaft out of his Trailblazer coming up the first hill. It was a gnarly hill, and he was hopping on it, and his old shaft just scattered. But he had another one, so he got it out, bolted it back in, and he was running up the hill again like there was no problem.
Do work! I think that's impatience.
Sebastian had his oil cooler mounted up underneath his front bumper, right where the rock happened to be on this trail. He got a little hole in it, so he decided to bypass it by getting some fittings from some of the other guys, and it worked great. One of our guys had a problem with an oil leak. It wasn't massive, but it's enough that we stopped everything so that we could actually clean up the oil off of the rocks. Yes, oil came from rocks, but still it's an environmentally sensitive area that we want to protect so that we keep our trails open. And that's what Ultimate Adventure is about, as well as responsible four-wheeling. We don't ruin things, we take care of them. We take care of them better than most people.
come down.
Just a little piece. What's the chance?
I don't know about you.
Yeah, because you've got a plate or something that's taller. You have to go back.
Well, the last obstacle was definitely the most impressive. I mean, a couple guys almost went endo, and it was definitely a 20, 25 foot uphill climb, all rock, but off camber, and a couple rocks in the way that, you know, if you took a bad line, you either couldn't crest it or you were going over. So you had to, it was definitely a very technical spot that you had to hit just right.
Yeah, he did. Hit it from a couple different angles, make a change, go right, then go left. And Ranger made it really well yesterday. Didn't even break loose and just crawled right up, but no problem.
Yeah,
that was pretty impressive. That was impressive.
Stephen Watson was coming up the last obstacle when his drive shaft fell apart. It wasn't a big deal because it just slipped out of the slip yoke. However, he was halfway up the obstacle, so instead of winching it up, they stopped, fixed it, and then continued on up. And of course, he made it.
There's a few of those big obstacles. That was a lot of fun. It was really fun to watch the double-ended Jeep go through that stuff. That was pretty cool to see it working for the first time. Watching people drive and getting to know people was really cool. There's a lot of neat faces and a lot of cool people here, and it's fun to hang out with everybody. The readers are super cool. They're all as stoked as we are, or more stoked, and you know, they got picked because they've been in it before or for whatever reason, and you know, they're getting it. They're doing well. You know, we had a couple of broken parts, but everybody had parts to fix it, and it's really cool to see everybody work together and be prepared and get everybody through it. And, you know, a little bit of winching and a little bit of help was cool.
Today we did the Climb Buttes Off-Highway Vehicle Park in Redmond, Oregon. It's a Bureau Land Management managed area which is specifically for four-wheeling and dirt bikes and all sorts of outdoor recreation. What they've done is invited us in so that we can actually look at the place and give them feedback on their trails. So we did that, and they were some awesome trails. We had a lot of carnage, a lot of breakage. In fact, we lost some drive shafts, oil coolers, had a winch or two fry. We even had some near rollovers. So we had a great time, and we're going to go back there again. Ultimate Adventure Drive Days usually consist of a 300-mile road trip with a lot of dirt thrown in. We don't necessarily find a park or an off-highway area to wheel in, but we do find something. That's why it's like dirt every day. We'll find something and we'll get it done. However, a drive day like today, we could easily get in the dirt and go do some trails fully loaded. And that makes everything a little bit more difficult because fully loaded means thousands of extra pounds. And that means extra stress on the vehicles. We'll probably leave out of here around 7 in the morning, get to a place around noon, do a little wheeling. The guys don't know that. Then eventually end up going over some mountains, some dirt trails, and hopefully try to find our campsite before dark. In the Pacific Northwest, it doesn't get dark until about 10 at night, so that means we really have a lot of time to wheel without worrying about too much breakage. Whenever we're on a road day, we need to stop and check our vehicles every so often because we go four-wheeling, that usually will rattle something off, maybe make something just a little bit different that we want to check, especially to get a vibration. Over there, we got one guy, he's going underneath, he's going to check everything. We have a couple over here checking their tires, checking pressure, oils, everything else. We'll stop every now and then just to be safe, and what better place than this? I mean, look at these cinder hills that we're probably going to attempt to crawl up. No one else does this. That's why it's Ultimate Adventure. Sometimes it's called a Chinese fire drill, sometimes it's called musical chairs. What we've done is told all of the co-drivers to move one vehicle back. They had no clue who was behind them anyway, so they're getting a new opportunity to find a new driver. In fact, I'm going back, and I'm going to be riding with Matt. Never ridden with Matt before, so this could be a really interesting thing. We'll probably do it a couple of more times, too.
I've been kind of sleeping and taking it easy, so I'm gonna go on another rig, take it even easier.
I think it's just to, get to know everyone in the group, change it up a little bit, keep it fresh. So yeah, maybe to keep the drivers awake too, because it's getting putting a lot of miles on the Jeep. So.
Hey everybody, I'm Jessie Combs. A lot of you might know me from Off-Road Television on how to build your vehicles for 4 years on Spike Television, but I've done a whole bunch of stuff since then. So here we are at Warren Industries, which is in Clackamas, Oregon, and any minute now the Ultimate Adventure is coming through for their first little experience of what actually happens at this facility. It's pretty amazing, so stick around.
After you've had a chance to eat, if any of you are interested, we're happy to take you on a plant tour, give you a little feel for how a number of our products are made. It's not every day that you happen to be here. We recognize that. As long as you're here, we want to open up the plant to you. And when I say that, you know, leave everything in there that you see. We rely on folks like you to love off-roading and to love using our products. And so we really appreciate you taking the time to stop and see us today. Our customers are everything to us, and you're our customers, so thank you very much.
Thank you, John.
Yes.
What? Yes. You got yours on? Take care of me, buddy. Perfect.
That was awesome. It was fun to see their production line and just see how they do it here at Warren. It was pretty cool.
All right, so we stopped and had a chance to visit the Warren factory in Clackamas, Oregon. This is where they make real winches in America all day long. Thank goodness they're a sponsor because we're running most of them on our rigs. Not only that, you look in the far background, one of the winches that had some issues is now a Warren winch. Another one's getting the tune-up, so we'll stop here again if we get a chance.
What's it feel like to get a new winch?
Pretty awesome, especially when you can get it at the manufacturer with the vice president or VP here. Way cool.
So today we did 350 miles. We started down in Redmond, Oregon, and we ended up in Graham, Washington. Now most people are gonna go on the highway and it's gonna be about a 4 or 5 hour trip. For us, a little different. We started at, probably 7 in the morning, and it's about 10 at night. What does that give you, right? That was all day moving. Unfortunately, we didn't get a lot of four-wheeling done, but we did put it in four-wheel drive in a dirt parking lot, so we can say we had dirt every day. We went over Mount St. Helens, looked for it, but unfortunately there wasn't much left, but it sure was incredible looking, especially when we crossed Elk Pass in the snow. After that, it started raining on us. It was cold. Coming down the pass, we made it here to Camp Condon, our wonderful host, Aaron and June Condon. We're gonna have a nice fire, maybe a brew or two, and then start early in the morning and go wheeling. So what we're going to do today is drive to Eatonville, which we came through last night. If you saw a Shell station there, we're going to fill up with gas. It's about 15, 20 miles. Then we'll go another 15, 20 miles to the Elbe Hills Trail System. Elbe Hills. We're not going to Tillamook. Elbe Hills. Yay!
Yeah, man, we're going to put on some mud flaps for our trail day today, keep the law off our back.
For some reason, there's Oregon, or there's mud in Washington and Oregon, and we weren't told about that, so.
Did you guys get these mud flaps in Napa? Or did you
Yeah, they're pretty
Yeah.
high tech. They're pretty expensive. They're going to go on the market next week. We're doing special development about them.
This is all R&D, so if you could not put this in the video, that'd be best.
I think we're good to go.
Well, I just hope we get through the holes before some of the big trucks get through there. Save a little bit of space for us, dig out some big ruts, and little 37-inch tires, big ruts after some 40s, so we'll see.
Hi, my name is Mark Bowers. I work for ARB here in the United States as a technical supervisor. We're up here in Elbe today, assisting on the Ultimate Adventure, and we've been asked by Rick Bayway to help guide the trail. This area is known as one of the wettest and gooeyest, nastiest parts of the Northwest as far as trails are concerned, and it's proving to be that today. It's been raining for days and days and days, and this area can be wet even in the middle of August. So for right now, we're dealing with mud in the neighborhood of anywhere between 12 and 36 inches deep, with a bunch of steps and roots and moss and all kinds of slimy stuff to drive over. It's very, very slippery, and we're doing lots of winching as a result.
This truck has that it's a bit of a disadvantage is just the size of the hood, because a lot of all the smaller stuff you can see so much more. In the big trucks, it's a lot more of a memory game. I get to look 30 feet out and have to remember what I see and where it's at, and then just deal with changes in perspective because I can't see them. That's quite a challenge for that. Yeah, smaller stuff is definitely easier. You know, the buggies that we play with and everything, you can see so much better.
Unfortunately, my mirror is somewhere in that pit over there, buried under about 5 tons of mud. So it'll be an artifact someday. But coming around the corner of the tree was just a little too close, or maybe I was a little too close to the tree. Cleaned it off just like that. So that's called battle damage. That's we don't worry about it. Maybe if we ever find it, we could duct tape it back on. No, leave it alone. The trouble is this guy lost his too. So this is gonna probably be known as mirror tree. How's that? Reflection tree? I don't know, something.
Making it so tough for them to get up this way?
The soupy mud
Tell him he's gonna have to
and the
tell Joey he's
angle
gonna have to go
of
back
the
to
climb
his
right
chair.
here.
His bud flaps didn't make it.
It's really tough.
Cool.
We were trying to let it know who the boss was, and it bit back.
It's only gonna get worse. So you gotta tell me, once you get it apart, you go, oh, all we have to do is this and it's
I
perfect.
might be, once we get it apart, I might
Good.
be able to fix it.
All right, when you get to that point, let me know.
Okay.
Because otherwise, yeah, we'll.
Does
we'll
anybody got a Makita?
I do.
Okay.
Impact.
I need a.
All right, let's
I
get it
need a
done.
13 millimeter socket and an impact.
All right, everybody, here we.
And I need a catch can and some rags and some brake clean and.
Which you have all with you, right? I know you're with Cooper. We're gonna go take the vehicles up while they fix this fine little locking situation, and the rest of the group will bypass. We'll leave someone else with them to help them, and keep in radio contact. Worst case scenario, we'll have to tow them out backwards. Which, even though it's a one-way trail, there's no one out here in the middle of the week, so that'll be fine.
Well, what happened? Looks like he got stuck with a log underneath his truck. We're just gonna try to winch it out of there. Hopefully, it's
common problem.
When it's got a lot of sticks like this, it's pretty common. I think. We've had a few today already.
The belt came off. A lot of RPMs, spinning through the mud. Possibly a stick came up, popped the belt off. You get it back on, we'll be rolling.
say to people back home before you try this?
This is to my wife. I'll get it fixed. That's all I can say. It'll buff out.
That was the worst idea. I ruined this door now.
Awesome idea,
Did you lock the front again?
We're here at the end of Busy While. That's the main trail here in Elbe Hills. This is one heck of a trail. In fact, we didn't do the whole trail, so we're not at the end, we're at the middle. That's where we're bailing out. It's taken us 8 hours to take 23 rigs of the Ultimate Adventure, plus a few of our local guys from ARB, all the way through this trail. Didn't have a lot of breakage other than about 3 mirrors, 1 window, and a few other tire issues. Other than that, we came through all right. Deep mud, a lot of tight trees, good hill climbs, and mud pits this deep. And we're not fooling. It was great stuff. Rained a lot on us, had a little sun. It's one of those kind of days in Ultimate Adventure you want to go revisit the place. So maybe next year, maybe in 10 years, we'll see what happens. You want to know the plan for today? No!
Ain't gonna alert.
Yay! Okay, basically we are going back to the same gas station we gassed up last night, okay? Yay! Then we're gonna gas up. If you have time and quarters, there's a washateria right behind it. Do your vehicles, but don't be late, because when we leave, we leave. It's a long road day. Hopefully we'll have some surprises in store for you. We're at Sourdough Pass, Mount Rainier National Park. Great state of Washington. As you can see, there's plenty of snow, and we have our entire group crawl all the way up here. It's a heck of a climb. In fact, one of the vehicles even overheated coming up. Yeah, it's the middle of summer, but it's about 30 degrees out here, so snow's slowly melting, not really fast. Now we got to drop down the other side and get to central Washington, where it's about 100 degrees. It's going to be a good trip. And it's on 4th of July in the middle of Washington. How does that figure out? Ooh, I almost got a snowball thrown at me.
So, welcome to Moses Lake. I'm really looking forward to it.
Thank you, guys. And, hey, and some of the rules around here.
Oh, yeah, you guys got, if you don't have a flag, you got to have a flag. You guys are going to have a blast. We're going to get some stinky-ass mud, and we got lots of, like I see, deep water crossings. We're going through the bushes. We got some pretty steep little dunes out here. So, it's going to be fun. You guys are going to have fun.
Let some air out and go play in the sand and something called a mud flat, which honestly I have no idea what that is.
I'm the sponsor, okay?
Whoa,
wow. It's attack!
Got it! Hey, Mason, this flag football.
So it's 4th of July in the United States of America. We started in Elby Hills, Washington, went over Mount Rainier, all the way to Moses Lake, Washington. It was only about 350 miles, a lot shorter if you took highways, of course, but we went through the Snake Canyon, we went over the hills. But what happened was we finally got here just before dark at Moses Lake sand dunes and mud flats. Out there you can see the mud flats in the sunset. And right here is the sand. This is where we're camping for the night. Tomorrow, we wheel all day, sand and mud, sand and mud. It's been a great day. Tomorrow's even gonna be better. Coming many people have not driven in sand before other than yesterday? Biggest problem is when you come to an immovable object like coming off something, wham, then your day's over. There's a few of those around here, witch's eyes, witch's holes, whatever you want to call them. They can kill you and kill your rig, and that's not a good thing. So we want to practice a little bit of safety out here, same way in the mud. Okay, we just want to get through the mud.
Just a little bit of a jump action. Popped the window out, went to go put it back in, and we chipped the corner off. We're fine.
I come up the dune, got a little air when I landed, spare tire broke off, hit the ground.
You broken people's rigs before?
Living the dream, dude. LTD. Living the dream.
Rick Archer. I'm with Sand Scorpion Group, and I got a phone call here about a month ago from Rick, and he said they're coming to Moses Lake and want to know if I can give them a tour. There you go. So that's what I'm here for.
It was a blast, man. Having a good old time. Nice weather, nice people, nice hosts. It was a great time, man. Awesome.
Today's been pretty fun to come out and get some air under the tires and have some fun in the dunes. All in all, it's been a very, very good trip. Nothing too big has broke, a few ring pinions and some parts like that, but everything's been fixed and everybody's here.
We were talking about
Probably jinxed it.
We're looking at a hole in our engine block that's not supposed to be there.
Most likely what happened is it gulped a big bunch of water, hydrolocked the cylinder, and bent a rod, and then shoved it out the side of the block.
That is probably what happened. We were trying to do stuff like that, you know, and yeah, I don't know what happened. Blew up the motor, there's oil coming out of the block, and we're probably done for the event now, so that kind of sucks, but we'll work it out. It's all good. We had a good time while it lasted. Good game, good game, good game.
Nothing go up there,
We're doing a little backcountry motor swap right outside the sand dunes. So the plan is we're pulling the motor. We got a new one coming. It's about 2 hours out. And we should hopefully have this thing wrapped up, by nightfall. That would be great. So,
best case scenario, how long does it take to swap the motor?
Tony, 4 hours with a shop and everything.
4 hours with a good shop.
Good shop.
Yeah.
We have a shop.
on day 6 of Ultimate Adventure 2012. We are in Newport, Washington. We finally came to a friend of ours' place on the lake. We started this morning though, Moses Lake, sand dunes and mud flats. We went through that off-road park for about half a day and ended up breaking a drive shaft, blowing a motor, and having a heck of a lot of fun. After that, we got on the road and did about 300 miles through the backwoods of Washington until we found my friend's place here. It's where we finally gonna rest a little and then tomorrow hit it hard again. Good morning, guys. Good morning. It's our last road day on Ultimate Adventure. Oh. But as you know, road days turn into trail days, turn into road days, and that's what we have today. Follow that bouncing ball. All right. Okay, where are we going? Montana. That's a first for Ultimate Adventure. We've never been in Montana. How about that?
Well, Dave and Rob from Synergy blew up their motor yesterday in the dune/mud bogs. They stayed up all night, got a motor out of Missoula, Montana, all the way to Moses Lake, Washington, thanks to Off-Road Power Products. Got it put in, they had guys working all night, they got the motor done. They've been driving all night. They were in Spokane about a half hour ago, which is about 50 miles from here. Right, currently they're 38 miles out. These guys are leaving. We're gonna go to Safeway. We're gonna meet them there. We're gonna throw them in the passenger seats. One of us is gonna jump in their rig, and we're gonna let them sleep for a couple hours so we can get the trailhead and start wheeling.
Smelly, I'm dirty. It's the best woman I can find.
Anything will do.
Haven't had a shower for 5 days.
Yeah, so what day is it? It's Friday. We're in Idaho, and after spending all night at our friend's shop down in Moses Lake, we finally pulled our old motor out that we seized up out at the sand dunes, and we got a new motor in and drove about 150 miles today and met back up with the crew. I've been awake for, I don't know, at least 30 hours or so I'm pretty tired. Haven't showered for a while, covered in a lot of grease. It's Tom Boyd making our truck seem like it's on fire. But no, we're in good shape. The Jeep runs good again. Got a brand new motor with 30 miles on it, and our old motor is on its way to a junkyard, thanks to our friends over at Off-Road Power Products. They drove the motor down from Montana and stuck with us all night until the Jeep fired up. And these guys are awesome. They helped us out. Without them, we wouldn't be here. So yeah, shout out to those guys.
That was the best taco I ever had. The Chipotle sour cream rocked. Jupiter Jane and Sandpoint. Lucky I live in Spokane, I get to come back.
Have we gotten Fred Williams yet?
I don't think so.
I don't think so. So we'll just see if we can get either one of the Freds.
So sorry.
We are airing down right now because we go hit a trail going over to, we're in Montana right now, headed over to Wallace, Idaho.
We're at Beaver Creek Pass between Montana and Idaho. We're in the Bitterroot Range. And off in that direction is where we're going to be heading out. Probably do some wheeling out there tomorrow, see what other kind of roads we find. We're not sure on this road though because it's closed at times because of some mine activity. We hope we can get through. Otherwise it's 150 miles back to the beginning so we can get to our next venue.
Alright, it was coming up the hill here. I was getting ready to rip around this corner and spin a little dust and gravel, and it died.
And I've noticed he's leaking fuel right at the bottom, and it looks like the line popped right off this fuel pump. So now we can throw a couple zip ties on it.
Threw some zip ties on it, clamp the hose back on, we're ready to rip.
Ready to go.
Our trail guide, John Mears, led us up and over the Bitterroot Range in his early Bronco on our way to Moulin, Idaho. Sebastian's Jeep hit a rock with his front drive shaft, causing it to short out the starter motor. His co-driver Gonzalo hopped out and took a few minutes to figure out exactly how to fix the damage before the darkness set in. Today is our last day of Ultimate Adventure. We have an excellent trail set for you guys. It's not a road day, but it'll take a little bit of road work to get there. So today we have a few vehicles that are broken down, some that are coming, some that won't make the trail.
Hi, my name is Garrett, and we hope to lead the last day of the Ultimate Adventure. Kachavar, Jimmy, Mark, and Abby, they're all part of our crew today, and we're just volunteers wanting to help out the magazine and making sure they had fun up here and get to see the scenery.
Yeah, have you been near here before? Do you know what's coming up?
No, I have no idea. We don't have any idea. We just follow Rick. Drag us into the woods. Probably see Sasquatch today.
It's the 8th and final day of Ultimate Adventure. We're here on the Compressor Trail. We're just started up Upper Compressor. There's two parts to it, lower and upper. The lower gets you ready. It's trees, it's roots, it's logs, it's a little bit of rolling boulders. Then you get to Upper Compressor, and the elevation starts to rise and the gradient starts to go like this. Trees are crossed, you have to hop over that, keep from rolling into the river bed, and then continue. We haven't had to winch yet, but we will. About half mile up, we will be winching for about 2 hours. Other than that, everybody seems to be doing okay. So far, so good.
That was amazing spotting by Fred Perry from Clemson Off-Road. He did a phenomenal job getting me up that ledge right there. I couldn't see jack.
We just pinched the line, power steering line, blew fluid out.
All right.
Oh, well, it could be a leak. Could be a leak if we don't get it repaired.
Jim was the driver here. We were trying to go over an obstacle. It was slippery, and we slid right on a rock.
On the ledge.
On the ledge.
Boomerang.
And now we got a boomerang. Yeah.
Whoa! Right, here's the control arm.
The repair is we're going to try to bend it, or we're going to cut it. We're going to straighten it.
No, it wasn't a piece of cake. Anything going that steep is nervous. You put your faith in the goods, you know. But the main thing is it worked. That's the main thing.
This has been a pretty amazing trip overall. I've done 7 UA trips now, and I have to say this is definitely one of the best. We've got a great bunch of guys. We've got a really cool mix of vehicles and a bunch of guys that are really great at driving them, and done a pretty good job of keeping everything together. We've had a few major events that we've managed to recover from, and overall it's a great group.
My favorite trail day was the day we were at the LB trails. A lot of mud, a lot of trees, a lot of roots, kind of tight stuff. It's really what the rig was built for. It's kind of what I'm accustomed to at home. A little sloppy cleaning it up, but in the end, it actually really thrived in there. So that was definitely the best day.
The trails were great. The road days were just as good. The scenic views were awesome and stuff I'd never seen before. We saw snow, canyons, desert, and sand all in one day, which was amazing.
I like the muddy trees and the rocky trees. It was a real technical, real good challenge. It was a lot of fun.
I like getting the wheel. I like getting the wheel with a good group of guys that are all professionals, and they have all become pretty good friends, you know.
Today was actually a really nice day in the sense that we really like rocks. Those wet logs were very slippery, and we have a lot of fun.
My favorite part was probably that first day out in Redmond. That rock climbing, I think that really tested everybody's skills and vehicles, and I think a lot of people had a great time out there.
Lots of driving. Gave us a whole new perspective on what we can do with our Jeeps, how far we can drive it, travel, and what kind of trails we can do.
I think the only thing that probably was difficult for us was probably our wheelbase. We were about probably 10-15 inches longer than most of the rigs here, but you know, we hit it as hard and hammered it as hard as we could, and wouldn't have done anything different.
Best payway impression?
Ollie's the best employee ever.
That's what he says, right?
Drivers meeting. All right, guys, lights on for safety today. And I got my sandals on.
If you knew where you were going, it wouldn't be an adventure, now would it?